Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. On the Browns sideline, you see Kevin Stefanski. His team fell in their season opener a week ago, now hitting the road, looking for their first win. His counterpart on the Ravens side is John Harbaugh. His guys, on the other hand, were winners in their opener a week ago, so they'll try to make it 2-0 to start the season. Hunter Jordan Stout has us ready to get started. And off we go, here in Baltimore. Now an opening has the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They're led out by the son of the Hall of Famer. Out of Colorado, Deion's son, Shedeur Sanders.
I think when you take a step back and you look at last week's loss, I think there was some good and there was some bad. And I think you could really say that about the entire...
He gets 3, 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Browns. For Judkins, he was so effective in college. 50 total TDs at Ohio State and Ole Miss, but that is first in the NFL. Dustin Hopkins now to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Browns will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. On fourth down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt. Taken at the 19. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Browns offense ready to get going with their second possession. Greg, it's one of those weird feelings you build all year for the opener. You play a tight game and lose, it kind of changes the feeling coming into this week.
Yeah, it certainly does, and if you're not careful, what's that cardinal rule? You don't want one loss to turn into two, one bad play to turn into two. The best teams in this league, Mike, they have an uncanny ability that regardless, good or bad, blowout or close one from the previous week before, it doesn't lead into the next week's work and ultimately the next week's game. So we'll find out, were they able to learn from the good? And there certainly was a lot of it. But can they move forward today and not let the disappointment of last week trickle into today?
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A gain there of 23 yards. It's a Browns first down. They'll run the toss here with Judkins. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. From the gun, it's Shedeur. This is brought in downfield by Judy. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out to his right. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's into the end zone. Shedeur Sanders. Touchdown, Cleveland. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in.
stout after the touchdown to send this one away. Safe kick taken at the 5. And it'll be taken down on what will be the final play of this opening quarter. So after 1, it's the Browns with the advantage. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Start of the second, Browns in control of the football as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10.
Ready, break!
To throw is Sanders. His throw left is complete with Judy. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. Another catch from there. Numbers starting to stack up in this one. Closing in on 100 yards, and we're still in the first half. A run, and here comes Judkins. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down.
They run it once more with Judkins. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Browns. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
It's always a gamble anytime you go for 4th down on your side of the field, but they clearly thought they had a play that they liked, but the defense came up huge, and now their offense is going to have a chance to capitalize and take advantage of this short field.
There you see Kevin Stefanski, twice NFL Coach of the Year. His Browns begin their next possession. Greg, when you step back and look at this AFC North, Baltimore and Pittsburgh, their rivalry now really for a couple of decades has in so many ways defined this division, and they set the tone for everything that happens when you are in an AFC North game.
When you talk about divisions having identities, they have their culture. Really at the top, Baltimore and Pittsburgh kind of want to play a similar style game, strong on defense.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
It'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down. Dustin Hopkins on now for the field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. Hopkins' kick is good. And the Browns have run out to a 24-7 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue.
Fourth down. Jackson. That's taken in. He's got the 1st down and more than that. And he'll be out of bounds at the 5. What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. 1st down and goal. Here's a run. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins was the intended target for that one. And now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. That is caught.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually,
and this is blocked. Now this is scooped up by a member of the offense. And this is not going to do the trick. Not even close to where they needed to be. Turn it over. On down. They go play action with Sanders. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
So something they teach these defenders, especially in the secondary, Mike, is to trust your eyes. Don't panic, don't overcommit until you see where that ball is being thrown. And it's a great example here, the defender just trusting those eyes, breaking on the ball, and he almost comes away with the pick.
And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. We enjoyed it so much last week, the EA folks said, hey, come back, let's do it again. So here we are, week 2. Let's get after it. Our journey through the NFL starts now, and it begins at Arrowhead, the Chiefs at home to take on the defending champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. And it's the tight end, Dallas Goedert. And do you believe this? It's a 93-yard catch and run for the touchdown. Next up, we go to the Steel City. We'll check in on the Steelers as they play host to the Seattle Seahawks. And this is Sam Darnold. A 4-yard touchdown pass in the box score. The Seahawks are off to a good start, 2-0 on the young season. Lastly, let's get down to Miami, the Dolphins hosting the New England Patriots. And this is Devon Achane. He'll take it all the way to the end zone. What a play for the score. The Dolphins are in the win column. They win it in front of the home faithful and move to 1-1. We'll give you a look now at the remainder of the games in progress in the early window and what's still to come here in Week 2 of the National Football League regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Mitchell. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Browns offense and Quinshon Judkins making their way back out. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Drive starts with a run by Judkins. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the first half, it almost looks like he's gotten even stronger now here in the second.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. The The rookie from Colorado on target with that throw. His guys have a first down. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now, Shedeur. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Sanders. Throw here down the field will fall incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Forced out wide. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Deontay Johnson. Touchdown, Cleveland. That his first touchdown of the new year. Some play by the quarterback. He got flushed by the rush, but Greg made the right choice and ends up with a touchdown pass.
The question always is for these quarterbacks, Mike, in this situation, how long does he remain a passer, or then does he just tuck it down and become a runner? I think he does this perfectly, extends the play as long as possible, gives time for his receiver to uncover, and results in a touchdown.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. And he's going to be taken down there as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We see a lot of this as they begin the 4th quarter on the ground. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. From the 35, here's 2nd and 3. Up the middle goes Judkins here.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And on 1st down, it's back to Judkins. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
And some nice footwork as he spins forward for a yard. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Again, it's Judkins. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
Corey Bojorquez in punt formation for the Browns.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th. They will turn it over on down. Judkins now on 1st and 10. And it will be taken down, but not before he gets to the Browns' 11-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. 1st down, Cleveland.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start. From the gun, a give to Judkins. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll run it with Judkins. That's a good game there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55. A run with Judkins. Still keeping the legs moving, somehow managing to turn that into a gain. Dustin Hopkins on now for the field goal. This is about as short as you can get.
A 19-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Browns will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
It's always a little bit of a letdown.
They'll drop to throw. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. He'll look for Flowers downfield. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Would have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down.
Defensively.
The shotgun, here's Jackson. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down. Jackson going to keep it himself. The defense not fighting. They stay at home and they tackle him for no gain. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to Judkins. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. It's a Browns first down. 12 more yards from him there and another first down. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout to get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So it's a win for the visiting Cleveland Browns. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.